And we are set to go, ladies and gentlemen. 3 rounds, women's bantamweights, 2 undefeated Brits going at it tonight. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, her background is in Muay Thai. At 5 feet 9 inches tall, she weighed in officially 134 pounds. In this, her second bout tonight, she looks to remain perfect with her second professional victory. From London, England, here is the undefeated Amanda Kelly. And next, her opponent across the cage, fighting out of the red corner, a mixed martial artist standing 5 feet 4 inches tall. She weighed in 135 3/4 pounds and also is perfect in 1 bout, 1 victory and no defeats. Fighting out of Worthing, West Sussex, England, here is undefeated Laura Hothead Howarth. Referee in charge, Mark Gunner.
So our referee, Mark Goddard, will be the one to get us underway here. Amanda Kelly, representing the KO Muay Thai gym in the black and white board shorts, taking on Laura Howarth of Gym 01 in the yellow shorts. And it has to be said, Rosie, a lot of fantastic high-level training partners for Laura Howarth down at that gym.
Absolutely, they're known for having some of the smaller weights down there and some very high-level guys.
Here we can see immediately Howarth is looking to press forward for the takedown. Good frame coming in from Amanda Kelly. You can see those forearms, they're going to be critical in trying to control that distance between herself and Laura Howarth.
That's right. Laura trying to get her head position there, looking to get the takedown off the fence.
What kind of things has she got to be doing to chain these takedowns together here, Rosie?
I think she needs to start getting moving, start switching up from one thing to another. I think if she stays there, she's at the risk of strikes from Amanda.
Yeah, we've seen a lot lately, these inside or short elbows coming down when the attacker is stagnant against the fence, but a good takedown from Laura Howarth. And now for the first time in her pro career, we're going to see the ground game of Amanda Kelly.
That's right. Laura taking her time there to consolidate the position, which I think is wise.
An open guard for Amanda Kelly.
Amanda controlling the posture there, keeping her hand on Laura's head to keep her down, prevent her from posturing up and throwing strikes. Laura trying to control the inside position, put her hands on Amanda's biceps there.
Yeah, Amanda Kelly closing her guard up now. But it's nice that the feet are coming on the hips to show some intention to move and work around, but the opportunity for the pass now for Laura Howarth.
As she chooses to stand, she needs to control those legs there and watch out for the up kicks.
Yeah, getting the hips forward very nicely.
I said a lot of people overlooking Laura coming into this fight. I think a lot of people were touting Amanda Kelly to take an easy victory, which I think we're seeing that it's a lot more even than maybe some people had anticipated.
I think maybe that's understandable. You look at the last 2 fights, Amanda Kelly had a dominating performance. Laura Howarth, tough weight cut, which she missed in the end. And then on the, counter-striking on the back foot for much of that fight, taking a close decision. So 2 very different performances last time out.
That's true. You want to stay there, want to keep working.
I think Laura did have issues with her weight cut last time round, but clearly she's addressed those, and she actually came in, she was underweight the night before.
Yeah, I mean, the guys at Gym 01 in Portsmouth, fantastic at cutting weight, great nutritionists down there. Clearly they spotted there was a problem and they resolved it. And she's getting some good work done in this first round as we move into the final 2 minutes here.
So she's doing a very good job of controlling that position there.
It's interesting to me that Amanda Kelly hasn't chosen to really lock her guard up or go for anything. It's this very kind of strange open guard position here.
Yeah, she's looking slightly awkward off her back there. I think we'd spoken to a coach, or I think somebody said that he mentioned that she picked up the ground game very quickly and that she was progressing very well with that. And I think often that's the case. But what we tend to find is that fighters, when they're learning a new skill set, they'll come into a fight and in a pressure situation, and it's not as easy to apply as it would be necessarily in the gym. Although that's a very nice stand-up there. Back to her feet. Let's see if Laura with another takedown.
And what was nice there was Laura Howarth left no time between letting Amanda stand back up and immediately attacking the hips again. But I think you're absolutely right, Rosie. It's just they might not have those ground skills ingrained in their motor patterns yet to the level they have their striking. It's very easy to just revert to what you know.
That's a fast-paced first round, as predicted from both fighters. I think
Laura Howarth not getting too many shots off here, doing a good job of just staying on the inside. She's working diligently, but it is a grinding performance at the moment as we move into the last 40 seconds.
That's it. I think it's strategic at this stage. I think, you know, she's very keen, obviously, to control that position and to prevent Amanda from standing back up.
Yeah, I think the longer this fight goes, perhaps it might play into Laura Howarth's hands. She's been the distance a few times before. Amanda Kelly, however, has not.
I think, as we predicted, I think this fight is answering some interesting questions about both fighters. Yeah, I think it's interesting that Laura has been able to break away from her typical fighting style.
Now that's nice to see some short inside elbows from Amanda Kelly. She's so good standing with those. If she can take that technique and that rotation to slice those elbows across and apply it on the ground, it could be a great weapon for her. End of the first round there. I think a good performance for Laura Howarth. What do you think Amanda Kelly's got to do moving into the second round, Rosie?
I think it'll be interesting to see how she adjusts her style and whether she has more success defending the takedown in this next round, whether she manages to make it difficult for Laura to take the fight to the ground.
And for Laura Howarth, just more of the same, perhaps?
I think that was a very good first round for her. I think that was exactly what she needs to be doing.
Let's take a look at some of the replays from that first round here.
Very good, very good.
This is Laura Howarth driving in on the takedown. You see those short elbows coming in. How much of a worry are they for fighters, Rosie, if you spend too long in that one position?
I think the danger is if there's too much space in that position when you're against the fence. I think if you come away from the fence, it's very easy to get caught with the elbows, with the knees. I think we've seen that in the past with fighters getting knocked out, just they back away off the fence.
Now we saw some good takedowns from Laura Howarth as she saw out the round in the top position, probably taking that one on the judges' scorecards. Start the second round here. Mark Goddard gets us underway. Don't forget, you can join us on Twitter, hashtag CWFC64. Let us know what you think. Again, that frame from Amanda Kelly, so dangerous.
Yes, I think Laura needs to focus on her head position there.
Just saw the flash of the knees coming in. A lot of target areas and some blood on the face of Laura Howarth now.
She's been very persistent there, forcing that clinch against the fence. Again, she's obviously looking to do exactly the same thing this round for that takedown.
Both these ladies, of course, will be looking for the finishing bonuses on offer from the Cage Warriors management here tonight.
I know they train a lot of this sort of fence work at Gym 01.
Yeah, a lot of top contenders in the Cage Warriors divisions. Of course, our main event tonight, James Power Weasel Pennington, a teammate of Laura Howarth's. He's taking on Corey Tate later on this evening. Be sure not to miss that one. Great scrap in the bantamweight division.
Laura switching up from the double to the single leg there.
And this is what she's got to do, isn't it? It's very hard to often beat a fighter with a single movement. You've got to start chaining things together and being a little bit less predictable.
That's it. Amanda doing a good job of a takedown defense in the cage there. She's fishing for that underhook, trying to pull Laura off.
Oh, nice 100% turn, but Laura Howarth just shucking her way out of it.
Still keeping Amanda against the fence there. I think.
Do you think perhaps Laura Howarth needs explosiveness here, or is this kind of doggedness going to get the job done?
I think she's been very persistent. The danger is with that she tires herself out trying to get the takedown.
I think she's doing a very good job at the moment of negating a lot of the clinch striking we know is so dangerous from Amanda Kelly.
That's it. I think she's keeping very tight, which is exactly what she needs to be doing. Amanda Kelly with that good split stance defence there.
Yeah, and
making it hard for Laura to get both legs together.
Taking a few deep breaths for a moment, I thought was Amanda Kelly. Of course, you mentioned in the walkouts, Rosie, 32 pro Muay Thai fights, but this kind of grinding attritional battle against the fence is an entirely different type of cardio, isn't it?
Absolutely. It's a very different sort of. I mean, it's a different skill set, and like I say, it's different in terms of the conditioning that's needed for it.
And also, if Laura Howarth can keep this pressure and this grind, it's just going to really upset the rhythm of Amanda Kelly. She's not going to get used to throwing the kind of strike she wants.
She's doing a very good job of keeping her composure there. She's not getting frustrated and giving things up. Again, Laura gets the takedown in the end.
Very nice outside reap from Laura Howarth there to take this fight to the ground. She's got a bit more of a dominant position now.
So she needs to keep the hips tight there.
Body triangle from the bottom from Amanda Kelly. It's great for holding your opponent in place and wearing you out, but she can't do a whole lot with it.
That's it. She's not really attacking from the guard there. I think she's a little too comfortable on her back, perhaps.
Do you think she needs to look at trying to just focus on standing back up? I mean, you know, as you well know, Rosie, trying to keep someone on the floor whose only intention is to get back up is a tough task.
Yes, absolutely. I think, especially given her skill set as well, I think that would be the sensible strategy there. She's pushing Laura's head. She might do that to make space, to try and get some space to stand back up.
I mean, if I was in her corner, that's exactly what I'd be shouting. Let's deflect the head, let's create some space, and even if we have to force a scramble, it'll get us a chance to get back to the feet.
That's it. Laura through to half guard now, and she's got a knee over that arm.
Josh Palmer and Rosie Sexton calling this one for you here. Brad Ward also on commentary duties along with me this evening. Do visit our sponsors, irishmma.com and londonfightstore.com.
That's it. Amanda's wrapping the head there on the bottom, which is not really what she needs to be doing at this stage. I think she needs to be fishing for that underhook a little bit more.
Yeah, if she can get out on her hips, really. Do you think it's fair, Rosie, that if you fly on your back, it's more like a half mount than a half guard?
Absolutely, especially for MMA. It's almost more dangerous in some ways than a side controller, because it's harder to wrestle up from somebody who's really got that leg trap.
Yeah, and if your opponent on top learns to sit back on that leg, they can really throw some vicious ground and pound from there.
That's it. Again, Laura's doing a good job of keeping the control and throwing short strikes.
Closing moments of this second round really has been much like the first for Laura Howarth.
And again, I think that's exactly what she wants to be doing here.
Stop.
Again, it might not be all that pretty, but it's certainly getting the job done. And do you think perhaps Amanda Kelly might be getting a little bit frustrated now?
Yes, I think it must be in their minds at the moment that she's probably 2 rounds down and she really needs to make something happen in this last round.
Yeah, I think, interestingly, Laura Howarth hasn't given Amanda Kelly any kind of chance to develop any sort of outside striking at all. She's immediately closed the distance, surged forward, and just being very aggressive.
Yeah, I think, as you'd expect from the Gym 01 guys, coming with a very solid strategy and a game plan there.
Let's take a look at some of the replays from that second round. This was Laura Howarth being very persistent on those takedowns, but it was a lot of good sustained defense from Amanda Kelly, wasn't it?
Yes, she was doing a good job of defending that takedown, but in the end, Laura just managed to land it. I think, again, really, Amanda needs to be turning off the fence rather than just staying there and defending the takedown.
Yeah, just try and put some of that circular motion and footwork we know she has so adeptly in her striking into action with the wrestling as well.
Yeah. I think as long as your back's on the fence, it does make you vulnerable, because eventually that takedown
just becomes a matter of time.
Exactly.
So Laura Howarth, you can see she's motioning that there's a level change coming. If she can get Amanda Kelly thinking. Surely Amanda Kelly has to be thinking a knee straight up the middle might help her cause, though.
I think, again, we're seeing that Muay Thai footwork, the forward pressure of Amanda Kelly. I think Laura's looking at a little more lateral footwork there, side to side.
Good work from Amanda Kelly, some straight shots, and there's actually quite a bit of damage built up on the face of Laura Howarth now. Clearly the few strikes that have found their way through from Kelly have been very substantial, and you can see...
Nice head kick there from Amanda Kelly.
Yeah, Laura Howarth just caught on the fence, flinching away a little bit perhaps.
I think maybe the first 2 rounds, pace of the first 2 rounds starting to take their toll a little bit.
Good work
Laura once again into clinch.
Yeah, good work from Laura Howarth to defend a few of those strikes and close the distance again.
That's it.
Really has been her blueprint from the start. Very effective for her so far.
Again, making sure she's keeping very tight there. Just to focus a little on that head position. Again, Amanda trying to push off and create that space to land those strikes back off the fence. Going back to that split stance defence, trying to make things difficult for Laura, stop her getting the legs together.
You see quite a bit of blood finding its way to the canvas from the damage to Laura Howarth. This kind of pressure as well, this constant pushing on the abdomen, really can take your win, can't it?
That's it. Like I say, I'm wondering how much the work she's done in the first 2 rounds is starting to take their toll now.
And 3 times now, Laura Howarth has spun out of that attempted underhook grip from Amanda Kelly.
That's it. She's still doing a good job of control there. She needs to be a little bit careful. I mean, obviously Amanda's has got knockout power, so I mean, she's still very much in this fight.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, she's caused what is starting to be a tremendous amount of damage now to the face of Laura Howarth. You can see again the frame just creating enough space to slide those elbows and knees across.
That's it. Very effective elbows there. Looks of things. And again, I mean, Laura also has to watch out for that guillotine, of course.
Absolutely. Can't afford to leave her head hanging.
That's one of the submissions that people will often go for, even if they don't have a strong grappling background.
Yeah, just on reflex, it's a massive equaliser, isn't it?
I think she needs to start hooking those legs a little bit more and pull the legs out away from the fence.
Oh, and perhaps a bit of fatigue starting to set into Laura Howarth as the frame defence of Amanda Kelly paying dividends now.
The first time Amanda really managing to break away off the fence and create that space again.
And I think she might need a stoppage here, though. And again, letting herself get caught against the fence.
I'd really like to see Laura starting to look into Amanda and turn her head the other way and control that head position.
At what point in a fight, Rosie, is a fighter likely to just appreciate the sense of urgency that they might be behind and that they need to go for a finish?
Like I said, I think especially going into that 3rd round, knowing that she's 2 rounds down, I think that's very much the case here. And again, Amanda doing a very good job in this round, creating that space and landing those knees and elbows.
Oh, just caught in the middle ground for a moment as some more sharp shots come in from Amanda Kelly.
Just under a minute to go in this final round. And the question is whether Amanda's be able to do enough.
And hiding her head well is Laura Howarth. She hasn't had too much offense in this 3rd round.
Still trying for that takedown, for that double leg.
I've got to say, I think I would, on balance, be giving this 3rd round to Amanda Kelly. Laura Howarth hasn't been able to score the takedowns, and although she's been pushing forward, she's taken a lot of damage in the process.
Yeah, again, you see Kelly pushing on that head.
Last 20 seconds here as our referee for this one, Mark Goddard, looks on. Fantastic fight in a very substantial women's bantamweight division here at Cage Warriors.
That's it.
Closing seconds now, Laura Howarth pressing forward. And we're going to go to the judges' scorecards. And if you look purely at the damage, Amanda Kelly, you would say, has perhaps come out on top. But of course, it's a 10-point must system, Rosie. And the damage doesn't just tell the whole story.
That's it. I'd be inclined to give Amanda that 3rd round, but I think the work Laura did in the first 2 rounds, I have that 29-28 to Howarth.
Yeah, I've got to say that's the way I would be leaning as well. Let's take a look at the replays from that 3rd round. Some of the great clinch striking done from Amanda Kelly here. This is where she started to get Laura Howarth backing up and flinching away. Good head kick finding the mark there. This was some good defense from Howarth to then shoot in underneath, but not able to get the fight to the ground in this 3rd round. And this was where the damage was done from Kelly. Those short inside elbows off the forearm frame. Final thought, Rosie?
I think if Laura does take this fight, this is a huge win for her. Amanda Kelly, obviously a very strong prospect in the Cage Warriors women's bantamweight division. Be interested to see where both fighters go from here next.
Yeah, absolutely. Some very interesting matchups on the cards. Let's throw it over to Joe Martinez, who has our official judges' decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds, we go to the scorecards. All 3 judges have it 29-28 for your winner by unanimous decision, Laura Hothead Howarth.
Well, you called it exactly right, Rosie. 29-28 for Laura Hothead Howarth. Final thought on that fight before we let you go.
I think that was a great fight, and that was played out pretty much the way I expected it to be honest. I think it could easily have gone either way. I think we saw Kelly dominating in that 3rd round, saw Laura managing to get the fight to the mat in the first 2. I think those were the 2 ways that things were going to develop, and both a good performance from both fighters, and also things for both of them to go away and work on